If you've ever had this feeling that something was terribly wrong with the world that we live in, but you couldn't figure out just what it was, then you've come to the right place. Secret societies, mystery religions, and the Illuminati have been controlling our reality since the beginning of time. But not anymore, because there is an awakening happening, and you are about to become a part of it. Wake up, because this is a call for an uprising.
This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. A subscriber on my website at callforanuprising.com posted this. I thought it was hilarious. We all know that they hire crowds for all these rallies, for all these events that occur. But this was just too funny to pass up doing a video on. And again, if you haven't subscribed to the website, please give it a shot. It's $2.99 a month. Videos, podcasts coming soon, live chats, forums where people can post videos, pictures, information like this and share it with each other. It's really informative, it's helpful, and it's a great community over there. So give it a chance if you haven't already. It's a callforanuprising.com. Take a look at this this website, and I'm going to show you a video of the guy. It is hilarious. Crowds on demand, right? Because we all want to hire a crowd, don't we? Right? That makes sense. Don't you want to hire a crowd? Can't even imagine how much this would cost, but I guess I can request a quote. It says, "Your home for protests, rallies, advocacy, audiences, PR stunts, wink, wink, and political events. Services available nationwide." So in other words, you can hire demonstrators. As you looking to create a buzz anywhere in the U.S., at Crowds on Demand, we provide our clients with protests, rallies, flash mobs, paparazzi events, and other inventive PR stunts. These services are available across the country in every major U.S. city, every major U.S. metro area, and even most smaller cities as well. We provide everything, including the people, the materials, and even the ideas. You can come to us with a specific plan of action, and we will make it happen. Or you can approach us with a general idea, and we can help you plan the strategy and then execute it. Because again, everybody, isn't this just what's on your agenda? You're thinking to yourself, man, I'd really like to hire a crowd on demand to follow me around like I'm a famous person in the streets. Well, listen to the actual CEO of this company explain it and tell me that this isn't laughable, because we know why these companies actually exist and what they're used for in hiring people for events.
I came up with the idea for Crowds on Demand when I was actually on vacation in Estonia. And we were about to get off the plane, and I saw that there were some VIPs being greeted with a bunch of fanfare, people, you know, shouting their names, you know, the whole VIP treatment. And I was like, why isn't that available to me? You know, I don't even know who those people are. Why not make a business that lets anyone feel like an A-list celebrity or a politician? As you walk around town or the mall or the airport or wherever, you know, you're gonna have people chanting your name, you're gonna have fake reporters yelling questions at you, you're gonna have fans following around, you're gonna have security guards pushing back everyone, because there are gonna be a lot more people that wanna get a look at this point. You really just will have all the trappings of being a real celebrity. We work with a crew of trained actors, photographers, videographers, all of that to give you the impression and give people around you the impression that you're an important celebrity. In Los Angeles in particular, what's happened is there has been a real celebrity that has gone unnoticed because everybody's actually staring at our events. I started this business with money that I had made from investing. I've been investing since I was a little kid. Actually, the first company I ever invested in was at age 5 or 6. It was Southwest Airlines. I liked the honey roasted peanuts, and I said, any company that has that kind of product must be doing well. My first gig was right here in Beverly Hills. We were trying to make these tourists look like important celebrities. It was very interesting. I was quite nervous, of course. My biggest fear was that people would not buy that it's like a real celebrity. The most interesting gig that I ever did was this giant mock protest, which was more or less a publicity stunt for an advertising company in New York. It was absolutely hilarious. We had guys with big signs. That's something that I never really thought I would be doing. So I thought it was really fun, and I had an absolute blast with it. Well, my major is in political science, but I think I give UCLA a lot of credit for encouraging me to really go outside the boundaries of campus and take new opportunities. Because what's great about UCLA is no one's babying you, so you are basically encouraged to take a lot of steps yourself. And what I've found is that in Los Angeles, there's so many opportunities and there's so many ways to really run a business because there's just so much here. So I think despite the fact that I'm a political science major, I was able to find the resources I needed to learn how to make a business and make it viable. We're branching out into doing flash mobs, which is sort of a choreographed dance. We're doing our first one in about a month in Las Vegas at a casino. So I'm very excited and also a bit nervous to see how that turns out and to see whether that's also something viable for us. We give you all the perks of being a celebrity without the negatives. We won't chase you, we won't follow you home. It's overall just a fun experience, and we'll leave you whenever you want.
You can't make it up. I saw somebody getting off the plane and they had people there, and I wanted that opportunity. I wanted people to be there. When I got like, huh? This is a business? This guy's a homeowner? I mean, does anybody know anyone who would actually want to use this service other than, of course, our friends over at the government or anybody who wants to bring people to a quote-unquote rally? It says we've made campaign, and don't forget the other movements, the George Soros-funded movements, the Black Lives Matters movements, and those types of things. It says we've made campaigns involving hundreds of people come to action in just days. He said we have proven record of delivering major wins on even the toughest campaigns and delivering phenomenal experiences with even the most logistically challenging events. Our services are now available throughout the U.S., so whether you're looking at doing a single event or a multi-city campaign, we have the resources available. Our headquarters are located in Beverly Hills, California. Wow, so not even this guy just being a homeowner and this somehow being a successful business when it sounds like, I mean, how many clients do you get per day? I mean, how is money coming in? They got to pay for these people, hiring these actors, hiring these people to show up at these events, coordinate it. Probably have to pay for their, fuel or whatever if they have to go to different cities and stuff like that. And this guy's got an office in Beverly Hills. Oh, and they've got one in Dallas, Texas, too. Satellite offices are located all over the country, allow us to execute operations in as little as 24 to 48 hours notice in every city in the U.S. and within a 72 to 96-hour notice in any rural area in the U.S. as well. So you can see protests, rallies, advocacy, celebrity events, corporate events, and audiences. You can click on it, right? Organized rallies, whether your organization is lobbying to move forward a healthcare, financial energy, or social initiative, we can organize rallies and get media attention for your causes and candidates. Oh, interesting. So pretty much they're getting, think about what this could possibly mean, right? They're getting together a group of people who aren't for the cause. They're just actors, right? So this is social engineering in general, even if it was some advocacy thing where it was, women's empowerment, right? Like the Women's March or the March for Our Lives, these types of events that occur. And all these people show up. People are like, look, everybody's so supportive. They're just there to socially engineer people, manipulate people's feelings. Now people are, viewing these events that are occurring. Not to mention that these people can be hired for things, some of these events that we're not allowed to talk about, where people are, they're all just here at this event, and there's a massive thing going on, and oh my goodness, all of a sudden we have casualties. Interesting, right? So this is a website. It's called Crowds on Demand. I mean, you can't make this stuff up, right? Crowds on Demand, listen to this one. Crippling a child. Oh my gosh. Crowds on Demand was hired by the competitor of a large manufacturing business owned by a convicted child abuser to cripple his operations. We did this by protesting the business and all of its clients. We deployed protesters with signs to the headquarters of all clients and complemented that with a strong phone banking operation. We even found the phone number of one of the client's rabbis and used the rabbi to reach the client to tell him to stop doing business with this person. Within 3 weeks, all of his clients left him, and he sold the business to our client for 5% of its previous value. Is that even legal? Even though, I mean, I'm for, going after those types of people, but it sounds like organized gang stalking as well. Add that to the list of the things they do. So they protest, they do rallies, they'll organize gang stalk somebody for you. It's crowds on demand, and apparently it's a legitimate legal business in the United States of America. And of course, they would never use these types of, they would never use, the government or nobody else would ever reach out to these groups to get people in a place when they need them to get there fast to make it look like something's going on, right? Nah, no way. We've seen the posts, on Craigslist where they're looking for to bring people in certain cities for certain events. This might take the cake, though. This is pretty hilarious. So again, it's Crowds on Demand. I want to thank the subscriber who posted this over on my website in the forum. Again, if you haven't checked out the website, please do so. I think you'll like it. A lot of good stuff going on over there. This is just absolutely the type of stuff that people are sharing and getting a laugh at it, because this is how you answer people who say, well, how would that happen? How can they make something like this up? How can they create something like that? Well, look, they have all these things in place to do that. They have all these things in place. But of course, there's idiots out there who will say, no, it's just a legitimate business. Everybody, needs to have a crowd on demand for hire in case, something's happening this weekend and you just want to have 1,000 people show up to protest with you. Like, what? It's so ridiculous. I thank you for listening to today's show. God bless all of you and your families.